Welcome to Dangerville. Some of you may remember a certain brutal, gory, and downright terrifying novel we covered on the channel in the past, Primitive War. For those of you who haven't heard about this epic dinosaur story, well, now is the time to chime in. Jurassic World Dominion is set to release this summer, but until the trailer drops for that, the dinosaur media world is a little quiet right now. So Primitive War may just be what you need to get your dino fix before Dominion starts its promotional engines. Now, I've read the first book, which I'll leave links to that and the second novel in the series down below, but what has me really excited about Primitive War's future is this brand new comic series adaptation that is being worked on right now for this series, soon to be released in the future. I've been able to take a sneak peek at the first issue in this series, which I'm going to review here in a little bit, and I'm not BSing you when I say that this story makes Jurassic Park look like Barney. If you enjoy the amazing animated series Primal, Primitive War is right up your alley. So I can't praise these people behind this series enough. Ethan, the creator and author of this series, has always been a genuine guy to me, and his team has been working their asses off to bring the Primitive War fantasy world to life. The art is done by comic co-creator Babisu Cortes, whose work in the comic series is based on some of the fantastic concept art created by Raph Lamaton for the novel, which you are seeing some of in this video. All of the art is topped off by a nice drip of color done by Maya Opasek. The Indiegogo pre-launch page for Primitive War's comic series is live now, for people to submit their emails to be notified upon the day the actual fundraising campaign goes live, which that is said to be sometime during March of this year. Now the choice is yours, guys, but if you are feeling like you want to explore a new series and help out some amazing artists and creators, you can head on over to their Indiegogo and sign up to stay up to date on this new series. It won't cost you anything to sign up. I signed up myself. You just need your email and that's it. You will be kept up to date on this new dinosaur comic series and be notified when you can get your hands on issue 1. So if you are still on the fence, I'm going to give you a quick review of the first issue, as creator of Primitive War, Ethan Pettis, was kind enough to give me early access to show you all. I'm going to be real with you all. I'm not going to use a script, I'm not going to rehearse anything. These are literally going to be my thoughts that come right off my head, because I really want you guys to know how much I like this series on a natural level. So with that being said, let's get to it, shall we? So if you've been following the channel for a while, you may know that I like things that are all tough guy-ish. A lot of blood, a lot of gore, a lot of guns, a lot of shooting, military, dinosaurs, stuff like that. That's always been something I've been into. And Primitive War's comic series issue 1 has all of that. It definitely has all of that. But something that really kind of caught me off guard with the series intro here is just how beautiful the art is. Now, I know that these artists are amazing, but I didn't expect this level of quality. I see comics created by, million-dollar publishing companies that put something on the piece of paper that looks not professional enough, at least in my viewpoint. And with Primitive War here, I mean, it just starts off and you're just instantly thrown into this amazing jungle world, which is Vietnam. And it just looks really cool. You're in the middle of a storm when it first starts. It just visually puts everything into play like a movie would, like a dramatic intro for a movie. Hell, like Jurassic Park. You know how those movies really like to start off usually with some sort of prologue scene that doesn't have much context really. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out in the woods. Oh no, a dinosaur's now eating me. So that's how this comic starts off, and it's very gripping, I think. Now, outside of how this comic looks on a visual, artistic sort of view, what I think really might catch some of you off guard is just how deep emotionally a lot of this story is going to be. Now, the book was pretty great at that. Yeah, on the surface, it looks like a ragtag military dinosaur story, but deep down, there's a lot of really kind of like I said, just deep emotional kind of mental games that you wouldn't expect from just a shooting military story. So the comic is definitely capturing that sort of awesomeness from the book, I think. And if you're into more kind of sentimental, deep meaning stories, I don't want to spoil anything here, but there's a lot of really gripping, like just kind of hard to look at stuff, but not in terms of it being bad quality, but in terms of like, holy crap, war is bad, death is bad. Just the way how the world has been with how we treat other humans is just bad. And so there's a lot of that subconscious or subliminal sort of messaging saying like, yeah, humans are kind of crappy and all that. So I dig that. This is a lot more deep than even Jurassic Park. Now, Jurassic Park has a lot of like biological sort of like, don't play God sort of story to it. Whereas Primitive War is kind of more or less just like a lot of mental health and the atrocities that happened in Vietnam, where Americans would go in and just destroy entire villages without thinking that, hey, maybe these people are potentially innocent. So really, really hard time in life, and throwing dinosaurs into that setting is really beautiful somehow. It just fits so perfect. I mean, realistically, if dinosaurs were going to be around, that's the sort of setting you would kind of see them in. And one more thing that a lot of you guys will really like about the dinosaurs themselves is how they have feathers on them. So if you're one of those people who's just so upset about how Jurassic Park can't ever get their damn dinosaurs scientifically accurate, I've never seen a dinosaur before, but I think the dinosaurs in Primitive War are going to make you happy. They definitely have that kind of bird-dinosaur blend going perfectly, and honestly, it's beautifully done. I think it's really well made. So issue 1 of this series really brought out some cool parts from the book that I remember reading and seeing them brought to life. Really awesome. Well done to all you guys that created this epic comic. I can't wait to see more. I want to see more, Ethan and all your buddies, so let's help these guys out, everyone. Residents, if you would like to go support some other artists, like I said, there's links down below in the description, and you'll be able to go from there. So thank you all for watching this. I hope my unscripted review here wasn't too kind of all over the place. I hope that it allowed you to kind of see how I'm not, just creating a script. Ethan didn't write me anything to say. I'm literally speaking off the top of my mind. And I hope that came across natural and like, we're buddies just talking about this thing. So thank you all for your time today. Go check out Primitive War, everyone.